Hello and welcome, you are gaming with me, Brothgar. Alright, well, if you play Battlefield 4 on multiplayer, this is Operation Locker, and I'm sure you've seen it by now, people hanging out here on the balcony. Now, how in the world do they actually get there? As for me, in this video, this is actually my first time discovering how it is that people get to the balcony here over C-Flag, and is it a map exploit or not? I'm not quite sure. Although there are some things that actually don't function as intended, but we're going to get into that here in a little bit here. So let's cut to the footage and see what it takes to actually get to the balcony. Alright, so I decided to head up these stairs here because obviously you need to head up the stairs in order to make some sort of jump. I'm not exactly sure at this point what it's going to take here. But you'll notice here, right as I get to the top of the stairs, I see this guy standing on the ledge. That is a clear indicator to me that it takes a skilled jump to kind of line it up and jump there. However, if you just jump straight off, you're gonna fall right to the ground. So how did he do that? And well, he ended up looking at the corner here, taking a nice little jump into the corner, turning and then jumping off. However, I don't actually jump and I end up on the lower balcony, just kind of proving that you can get to the lower balcony as well. Alright, so now that we're on a balcony, this does actually open up some pretty good angles of the doorways leading into the C-Flag here. Actually, the lower balcony might almost be better than the upper balcony, but that's another thing to be decided whether or not it's going to be sticking around anyhow. At any rate, there is some cool stuff that you can do from this balcony, and it's a pretty powerful position. You'll see here you kind of lay down some fire, and you can kind of get people looking through that door, and it protects you from some of the grenades and whatnot that comes in. One thing you'll notice though is that I do get taken out by a sniper. You're definitely vulnerable to people on that stairway being able to shoot you from above. Alright, so at this point I decided to head down and get myself a little bit different weapons just so I have a better advantage on the balcony that I'm going to be testing now. So now that I have myself in a support class here, I got myself a nice big machine gun that I picked up. 200 bullets, so I head on over here to the ledge to the turn, and this time I'm going to jump coming off. Now at this point you'll notice that there is kind of like an opening in the ledge. Now this to me is one almost key indicator that maybe at some point that this is some sort of intentional area that you can get to. Another thing you could do here is also place an ammo box, or I guess a health box, right close to the top of the stairs, and people will be able to pick it up on the other side. Now the one thing that does kind of point out that this might be a map exploit is the fact that the railing here is not actually see-through. It'll actually stop bullets in their tracks despite being able to physically see through that. I'm sure if you've shot at people that are on the balcony, you'll have noticed that, you know, you can't really hit them too often unless you actually hit them in the head, and that's because they're pretty much guarded by this really large invisible wall. However, things with splash damage such as grenades or the airburst can definitely take you out regardless, granted they get over the wall in the first place. Alright, so now that we know how people actually get up to this balcony, let's kind of touch on that topic of whether or not it should be in the game. Now for me, a couple of things I do like. I do like that it is a nice defensible position. You're really not going to have any offensive abilities from this spot, and as I've tested in the game, you really don't necessarily get more points being up here as you would do opposed being down somewhere where you're a little bit closer to the action. However, it is a good place to kind of back up and defend the C-Flag if a lot of people are going to be rushing it. So I like that it exists for that case. However, the one thing I don't really like about this position is that railing. I feel like if it's going to be a railing that you can see through, then it should be able to be shot through. So that leads me to believe that at least the railing is one thing that is definitely broken and possibly should be fixed. Now whether or not this railing should be more accessible, let's say maybe a door that opens up to the stairways up there, I don't really think so. I like that it takes a bit of skill and kind of a well-timed jump to end up where you are. And not to mention when you're actually assaulting this flag, you really can't jump up here into the balcony without somebody seeing you first in the stairway, so it kind of protects itself from becoming overpowered because it takes so long to get to. So that's where I'm at with this. I don't really feel like it's complete exploit, although I do feel like the railing is absolutely broken, and I feel like that should be something that should be fixed. So if you are kind of trying to attack the flag here and they have defense set up here in the balcony, you can take that player out. But all in all, I don't feel like it's too big of an exploit, and it's definitely not as bad as them M320 grenade launchers. Those things are ridiculous. So there you have it. If you liked this video or just found it informative, make sure to leave a like on the way out. That lets me know this is content you want to see and you actually kind of enjoyed it. Also, the comment section is below. Let me know what you think about this. Is it actually an exploit, or is it something that should be left in the game, or maybe just modified to make it a little bit better? And as always, I would like to invite you, if you haven't subscribed already, I do this stuff on a regular basis and have a whole lot of fun at it. So thanks for watching, have a great day, peace. 99,604. Yeah.